Welcome to Meadowlark Elementary's holiday program this year. My name is Mrs. Holt. I teach 1st through 5th grade general music here at Meadowlark, and Miss Kuhn teaches the kindergartners this year. The kids and I have been working very hard for the last 4 or 5 weeks to get ready for the Nutcracker. We've read the story of the Nutcracker, and the older kids have had the chance to kind of dive into the history of when the Nutcracker was written, how the music was written, when the ballet was written. So we've had a lot of fun kind of learning together about the Nutcracker. Each grade will have their own song, and the 5th graders are going to be narrating the story for you today. We hope you enjoy our version of the Nutcracker. And without further ado, let's begin.
Welcome to Meadowlark Elementary's version of the Nutcracker. Our story begins on Christmas Eve night with Clara and her little brother Fritz, awaiting the special arrival of their godfather.
As the doors opened to reveal the tree. And filled with brilliant light, oh yes, it was filled with great delight. Just then did the godfather appear with a special gift for all children there. A giant box, a big surprise, you should have seen those children's eyes. See, the box is there, all wrapped in lovely ribbons, bonbons and candy canes and star-shaped cookies, just the treat.
The Nutcracker was put to a major test by Fritz and Clara and all the rest.
He cracked nuts till he could no more.
Then Fritz just tossed him on the floor.
As night drew near and guests departed, Clara's heart was broken-hearted.
Rather than going straight to bed,
She snuck down to see the broken Nutcracker instead.
Sleepily as she laid him down,
'twas then the mice in the house went to town.
Just then the Nutcracker woke into the mini toy soldiers he spoke. To battle all against the mice, take up your swords or pay the price.
Nutcracker and army stopped,
For most of them by now had dropped.
but Clara made a final charge.
And threw her slipper, which was large.
It hit the Mouse King in the head, and many of his foes feared him dead.
'Twas then I saw magic I've not seen since. The Nutcracker became a handsome prince.
He took Clara to his toyland into the land of sweets.
Where dancing sugar plums were ready with treats.
dream Clara couldn't explain. More dancers appeared to entertain.
A Russian trio took their place
And danced with energy and grace.
With ankle bracelets twinkling bright,
An Arabian dancer came into sight. Moving slowly with a veil on her face,
She came on stage and took her place.
A Chinese man that led the way.
as two young women turned away.
With fluttering fans, eyes filled with joy,
they danced for us both shy and coy.
Then we saw reed flutes appear. They lighted up the Atom seal.
And not since then have we found anything that compares to that glorious sound. The prince and Claire were in awe of all the dancers that they saw.
But the grand finale took the prize.
They just couldn't believe their eyes.
hundreds of flowers, colorful and bright,
Brought them both such great delight.
And in her heart, young Clara knew that night she'd become a princess too.
their prince lived happily ever after, their hearts full and complete.
So hooray for Tchaikovsky and his Nutcracker suite.
The end. I hope that you all enjoyed our version of the Nutcracker, and I hope that it brought you a little bit of joy this holiday season. Have a great holiday break and a happy new year.